Coming up, we'll see Justin Herbert and the Chargers hosting Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. These teams meet for just the 12th time since 1972. It's week 2 of the National Football League, and it's next.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Charger offense readying for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon. On first down, Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Third and long for Prescott. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
But Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two in the practice squad so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And Ekeler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out of his end zone, Prescott rolling to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Seven, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Running on first down, Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 17-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. This is Tony Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Dallas.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
4 yards remain for second down. Prescott from the gun. Catch is made by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. 3 tight ends up front here. Third and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A solid stiff arm. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott eluding the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert out left. He's got it to Everett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that.
Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Prescott on first down. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Fights through and now a crease. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you know, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Prescott. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert back to the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On fourth down, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finished.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Dallas. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Nagar now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory
Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own end zone, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for L.A. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's stop right there. 4 down. Check. Hey, number 28.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
To the air again, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
All us, baby, all us.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.